So cute. I love that short hair, Beth. That's sassy.
You like it?
That's sassy and sexy. I love that. That is just.
It girl be getting on my nerves. I miss my hair so much.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I know weave. I'm addicted to my weave too, but this is braids now. But that is so. I mean, you got that little head. You can do that.
That's what everybody say.
Your head is so. It's like perfectly shaped.
Well, at least they shaped my head when I was a baby.
That's
don't be shaping the baby's head.
Oh, did the elders do that? Did they?
Oh yeah,
They massaged the
house. Yeah, my grandma shaped my head. I know she did.
They got it together.
They got it together. Rocky, first of all, before we go any further, I love you. You one of my day ones. You've been rocking with me when I was trying to figure out how to do what I was doing, and I appreciate you always being there.
Girl, same.
I call you, and I'm saying that because Ryan has been reaching out, and normally I contact you, but he's just taking some of the load off of me.
You ain't gotta say less, girl. That means you's important. I love it. I love you guys. I need an assistant like Ryan.
I appreciate him so much, but I always want to make it clear to those people that been rocking with my day ones. You one of my day ones that you can always pick up the phone and call me. So I want you to know it's just he helps me, and he'd be like, well, do you want me to reach out to Rock? I'd be like, no, I'll tell him myself. So because I don't ever want it to get to where you feel like there's a disconnect between us. I appreciate that.
So I know that's that. We both got that struggle. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, Jesus. Yeah. We both understand. And I feel the same way about you. You friended the show. You know that because you was one of my one of my first guests. Yeah. So I love and appreciate you. The feeling and the love is mutual, Beth. Okay. And I'm just glad to be a part of the journey, that we both on this journey together.
It's a journey.
Okay, so let's do the intro so we can get into it, Jesus. Okay, let's go here. But I appreciate it. I feel the same way, girl. And I know I'm so glad we were able to reschedule. We got it together. And Ron, I like chatting with Ron, so it's good.
I love him. And two, the thing about Ron, I don't know when his music is coming out. We don't have a date or anything like that. And I don't even know if he wants everybody to even know it's coming out. Like, I don't know. So we only have touch on that because that's his project. And
that's fine. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we are live though. We are live. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, right. We are live. No, because we're gonna talk about yours. That's what I'm about to grill you about. Like, when is this? This second album, because I'm still glad to have been in the room at that
because you've heard it,
not the screening, the listening party.
Yeah.
So but yeah, let's do the intro and then we're gonna get into it. Thank you, Robin. We just get to talking and I love that jacket. Is that a jacket or that's a blouse? That's cute.
A jacket.
That's cute. Yes, child.
Thank you.
This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, and you're listening.
Oh, go ahead and share it on your page too, Beth.
Right now.
Yeah, look, let me
try. Culture.
Or should I just say culture?
Right, all that pretty much. More music, educating and entertaining, more Black businesses, just more me just being me. Sometimes it might get a little 7-Eleven like Beyonce. You can follow Rocky's Reality on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Rocky's Reality is now 2 full hours of unfiltered and unapologetic conversation.
Oh, so excited, family. I'm saying family because Beth and I is like family now, y'all. Y'all ain't know. We had our little Kiki before we came on. Look at us now trying to share the thing on our timeline.
Some of it was live, so it's okay if they caught it, if they did.
Well, we always get to talking. Both, we both fire signs and we don't meet no strangers. And that's how we just do. So welcome, Beth, singer, actress too, right? Actress, author.
Yes, drama queen.
You know it, don't you, Leo? Don't you? Don't you, Leo? Y'all know it. And you know my daughter, Leo, too, right? You know Sydney.
Oh, she's special. What's her birthday?
August 21st, child.
Oh, she just hit
Yup. She got a little Virgo in her. Yeah. But she Leo all day. Leo.
My mom is Virgo, so I got Virgo in me too, just by default, because my mama's a Virgo.
Yeah.
So I'm really meticulous. Things got to be lined up, organized.
Girl.
Papers.
Girl.
Yeah.
Don't you know? Let me tell you how this one, while she was here for Christmas break, how she gonna call me and was like, oh, make sure you're going where I wanted you to go.
What? Wait, what?
Cause I was sending some, I was running some errands, and she called me and she said, I just want to make sure you went to Walgreens first before you went to Meijer. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? That's that Leo, y'all. She tried to call me, dictate and run stuff. I'm like, okay, but y'all just as kind and generous. I love that about y'all. And she cracking me up. Y'all be cracking me up.
But we got a little possessiveness on us.
Because she be texting me like, when you gonna be home? What's your ETA?
You as a Leo, you have to watch that, because as the king and queen of the jungle and everything is yours, you believe everything is yours. I do.
Yeah.
And I have to pull that back sometimes. I'll be like, stand down, man.
Okay, and see, that's good when we can check ourselves. You see how we get older, we be checking ourselves like, wait, let me rein it in. Yeah, but you know, because she texted me one time, child. She like, what you doing in Garden City? We live in Southfield. She done checked my location. Now, mind you, this when she in that, you know, she go to school in Atlanta.
Oh, wait.
So she checking me. She calling me. That's what I'm saying, Leo. Y'all be honest. She wants to be in the
I ain't like that. Though.
Miss Thing, but she's 18.
But wait till somebody start checking her, then she'll stop checking people. She doesn't know yet. She's got to have somebody on her, and then she'll pull back.
Child, wait a minute. So we're gonna get to later, because I wanted to ask you how Lewis, because we got to get to Lewis. Bless his heart. I know he bless his heart dealing with that Leo wife. We know as wives we are a handful. We're gonna get to that later though. But I want to first welcome you back, Beth. Y'all, Beth, if y'all been following, those who have been following and who haven't, Beth was on my debut show, my season premiere, which Beth, it is going to be my show premiere back in 2017, Beth. That was 5 years ago this June. It'll be 5 years. Yes, around that time. Yes. So it's gonna be 5 years in June. So Beth, I told her then she was a friend of the show. She is a friend of the show. This is about her 4th time back. So Beth, welcome back. I love that you done went to Hollywood and everything, and you still represent for the D. If y'all have not heard Beth, I don't know where y'all been. Y'all must not watch the fireworks. Y'all must not watch the Thanksgiving Day parade, because she done performed at both of those. And if you haven't seen her, sometimes she does background vocals for Kim and Anita Baker, who, Beth, is Anita going to tour here? Is she going to do a concert here?
I don't know, but I did recently hear that her residency is going back to Vegas. So I don't know. I have not talked to her in a very long time, so I don't know. I just read it and find out about it like everybody else.
Okay. No tea on that. Okay, Beth. All right. Okay. But also, y'all, if y'all didn't know, Beth is the daughter of a funk brother, the Motown, Johnny Griffith, one of the funk brothers themselves of Motown. So she is pretty much like a legacy here now. If y'all know
about Motown, I'm starting something new with them as well. So we'll touch on that.
Yes, let's get into that right quick. We talking about hits Amplify. Hitsfield's next. Let's talk about that. That's what I wanted to ask you. Amplify, the sound of Detroit.
Yes.
It's
so actually that
competition.
It's kind of crazy because it's actually airing tonight.
Okay.
Like right now.
Okay.
But you can catch it. Please, for your viewers, please go back and watch it. It's going to be airing on the MotownMuseum.org website. So please go and check. It's an amazing competition. And they're just pulling some of the best talent that we have in Detroit. And I've been a judge on the show. I've worked with the competition in terms of helping them with their stage presence and things like that. But I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, still working with the competition, but I'm actually going to be a consultant with the show. So we're going to just make a couple more changes on the show, add some things. There's going to be bigger and better coming in the 2022 season. And this is a little early because the applications and the audition process has not started yet, but and it will probably start in the mid portion of the year. And we'll be working after that. But I'm really excited because with this position, I will be able to share a lot of my experience from coming from a vocal competition with the contestants and groom them and help them walk and navigate through this. So I'm really, really excited. So starting this year, that's what I'll be doing. I love Motown. I love the legacy, and I'm just carrying on the legacy that I already have. And with me being a female independent record label owner.
Yes, put it in there. Okay.
And you study Barry. I didn't watch Barry, but I studied what he had done. And it's just really an honor, to be able to do this. So I'm so grateful to Robin for bringing me. She's the CEO of the museum. Thank you so very much for her allowing me to share my gifts.
I love it. And I just want to say hey to everyone watching, Gigi, Ron, Montez.
Yeah, I love
one of my favorite people. I love you, Montez, Camille, Vicky Thompson. Thank you all for tuning in. So that's what I was going to ask you about, because this is Amplify is going to be going into what, the 5th season coming up? It's been around for a few years.
Yeah, it has been. And I came in on it when it was already, they had already started working with it.
Okay.
But it's growing. It gets better every year.
I love it.
They add and they just do more things, and I love it. And so I have always been wanting to work with artists to teach them at least what I know and what I've been through.
Right.
I have so many experiences and be places and be around some amazing people and learn some things. So why not show and teach people who want to do the same thing I do? Because it's not as easy as it looks.
Right.
So, but
it don't look easy sometimes.
No, it's not.
You be doing it, Beth. Wait a minute. So what is that? So now this is kind of flipped for you, Beth, because you were on season 16 of The Voice, right? Mm-hmm. You were the one being mentored by the John Legend, by the way, y'all. If y'all didn't catch that. She was Team Legend. He stole her from Kelly. He was like, I'm snatching her. So what is that like? Because it's kind of flipped now. Now you were the contestant on The Voice, and you've been in other competitions as well. What is that like, shaping and grooming? Now you're the mentor. What is that like now to flip that script?
Well, I want to be able to see a person's raw talent and, to the best of my ability, help them to grow and build on what they already have. And not try to make them be something that they're not. You need to be your authentic, genuine self. And I want to be able to see that in somebody and help them. There's not a lot of time to do it. Even on The Voice, you don't get a lot of time with your coach. So you really have to come as prepared as you can. So for the new contestants that are coming in for the 2022-2023 season of the Amplified competition, we're going to be looking for some amazing talent, some people to just bring their A game and bring something that we can work with. So I'm really, really excited with the sponsorship and the companies that we're going to be working with. I'm not even going to say anything because Robin didn't tell me to say all that, but she told me I could tell y'all what I'm going to be doing. So I'm so excited.
So these are people from around the surrounding Detroit metro area. Like, what's the criteria for people to apply? Is it like is it like The Voice or American Idol where they come and they audition?
It may or may not be this year because they're having to base it on COVID and travel. If you start opening it up, maybe if it's not, so we just have to wait and see. But I do know for metropolitan Detroit, surrounding cities, those that you are listening or watching, if you know somebody that is an incredible artist, please tell them to stay tuned and just keep up with the Motown Museum website. They will be posting, it will be ads going out, it'll be information going out. We're just really looking for some incredible talent. I'm not going to be a judge this year. So I'm totally going to be behind the scenes, and I'm so excited about that because I get to see them coming in the beginning and then watch them perform and see all the work that we've been able to do. So I'm so excited about that.
That is, and you know what? I love how I know your daddy looking down like, okay, get it, Miss Beth, because originally he didn't want you to go into the business, but the headstrong Leo that you are, you was like, I'm doing me. I am meant to be in front of somewhere performing. And of course, you have a gorgeous voice.
Thank you.
Just say, Beth, Free. Like the lyrics from Free just touched me. I've been through some things. No more crying as of today. Like, you're right. I just want to be free and happy. And I think that's a song that resonates with everyone. And that's off the first album, by the way. But I just love your voice is so angelic. Like I was in love, like the moment I saw you on Montez's page. I'm like, okay, I need to see who is this? Who is it? Who is it? So I just love how you just carrying on the legacy of Motown. Like Motown is I mean, when we say that name, it's you can't even compete. There's nothing that measures up. Like Motown is a Paramore. Motown is like, you know, the top of the top as far as the industry, and still to this day that the legacy is continuing on. So I'm glad that we are still doing that and developing talent, because that's something that's missing now.
But what we have to do, we really have to take our hats off to Robin Terry, because she is Berry Gordy's great niece, and she is the CEO of Motown. And
shout out to Robin Terry.
Yes, Robin. I mean that I
okay, Robin, I might have to have you on the show.
Yes, she's the one that is wanting to carry the legacy on and to do something. They're doing expansion with the museum. They're doing so many things. They have a recording studio inside of the museum. They're teaching. There's things. There's knowledge. There's life still in Motown.
I love it.
And
yes,
still doing that. And so, they're doing a great thing, and I'm just really excited and happy to be a part of it.
I am too. I'm glad to just know that it's expanding, and to be here as a Detroiter, seeing some of Detroit's legacy and our history still continuing, because there are a lot of new things coming to Detroit, and it's great. I'm glad to see the city being revitalized in a sense, but it's kind of like that nostalgia is still there too, where you want to see the things that have been here and have been a mainstay of the city to continue as well. So let's get into the album. Yeah, Miss Beth, you know what? You just like a Leo, making people wait. That's enough. Y'all be making people wait to you. What's happening with the album, Beth?
That was Miss Corona. That was not me.
Okay, we gonna blame Corona. With her steak itself. Go out of here, Corona. We sick of you and your variants.
Tell her she need to go somewhere. My album would have been out last year. So remember when we had the listening party at the studio that you came to, right?
Yeah.
The album was done then. And then we were kind of like touch and go. How do we, what do we, when should we? You know what I'm saying? It was that whole thing. And so that's why we did the private listening party. And then we had a larger one at the Imagine Theater in Novi, because I wanted people to know that there is music coming, but because of the temperament of the business and am I going to be able to work? Am I going to be able to do anything? It doesn't make sense to release something that you cannot visit.
Right, I can't tour right now. We can't go do no live shows, really. Yeah, I get it. I know, I'm just teasing. I'm just a little impatient.
No, it's okay, because a lot of times I like to over explain. Those that are watching and know me, I will explain something till times get better. You can tell me you get it, and I'm still explaining. So we just did know, and so now things are better.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I still released music though. You know, I released Got Next, and I still did a
yes, and we're gonna watch that in a little bit, actually.
Yeah. So I didn't stop working. I just kind of changed what I was doing. We shifted.
We had to shift. We had to pivot. A lot of us did. Yeah.
We did. We pivoted and pivoted it. and
pivoted back and back again. Yep.
Yeah, so and then like latter part of the year when things started getting better, you know, outside, you know, I went out with Najee for some shows, and that was great. So I still something different.
Was that at Shane Park?
I did that at Shane Park, but no, I literally went on the road with him. I did shows in other cities. He had, you know, I did probably might have done 10 shows with him or something like that.
Najee.
Go back and look. Yeah, he's incredible.
Another legend. Oh my gosh, yes. I love it.
Yeah, you know, we met in 2019, and we were in another state. We were in South Carolina. He was on a gig that I was on, and we didn't get a chance to. He didn't see me perform. I didn't see him perform, but we end up sharing a car going to the airport. And I get in the car and I see him in there, and I'm like, y'all, I'm not supposed to be in this car with him. Y'all got me in the wrong car. And they were like, no, your name's on the manifest. I'm like, but that's y'all.
That's my G. You know that's my G, right?
Talk. And he's so nice. He was like, "Oh, come on, you can get in the car. We just going to the airport." So I'm sitting in the car, I'm leaning. I'm like, "Oh Lord, they done put me in the car with this man," and I'm just nervous. And so,
how you look up close though? Do he look better up close?
He's a very handsome, nice
man.
That's
what I'm asking you. Like, how does he look in person?
He looked like doing his pictures. He looked just like yes.
Okay. He looked like he aging well too. The pictures I saw, he looked like he aging well,
or not aging at all.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's a nice guy. So I'm sitting in the car and I'm looking. And I just say, you know what, Mr. Najee, I don't know if you use singers or not, but I would love the opportunity to work with you. If you ever come to Detroit, could you please call me? And I handed him my album.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, shoot, I'm riding in the car. I got an hour ride. Like, I'd be stupid not to say something, but, sometimes you be too scared. And I've had opportunities pass me by where I was too afraid to say something. So I was like, ma'am, like, if you really want this, like you say you do, you better get on, So I handed him that CD. He took it. He said, but you know what? I don't really listen to CDs. He downloaded my album right there. He said, I'll listen to it. And he said, I gave him my number, whatever. Girl, he emailed me back and was like, I'm coming to Detroit. Do you want to do my show with me? And I was like, oh. And then he was like, by the way, I love free.
Ah, yes. See, shoot that shot. And you know what? What you said right there is so important, Beth. Missed opportunities. The moments where you could have said something. Because if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. You just never know how you can be blessed in that moment. When you reach out on that limb. I love it.
I'm all about reaching out on limbs right now because we have nothing to lose. We have everything to gain. And if the answer is no, then that means that wasn't for you. And it's okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So from that 2019, that first show we did at Shane Park, he reached out to me the beginning of 2020 and said he had some things planned, but he didn't know what was going on. And then last year, 2021, he reached out to me again because he's really nice. He would just call me and say, how y'all doing? Da, 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 da. And he says, well, the last show we did here at Shane Park, I think in July, I said, I want to go out on the road with you. He said, you do? And I said, yeah. He said, okay. And that was it. And I was like, okay. Next thing I know, I get a phone call and they like, can you do and all these dates? I'm like, oh, yes. So,
Hallelujah.
And from that, I'm about to give you an exclusive right now. You're getting an exclusive. So.
Come on, somebody. Come on.
I'm all about relationships, building relationships, right? So
Amen.
I go out with Najee. We do these shows. I love it. I love the band. I love him. Everything's great. He has a music director named Blair Prince Bryant. He's a music prodigy. He probably plays, you look him up, he probably plays about 14 instruments.
Blair Prince Bryant.
Yes.
Okay.
Bryant.
Wow. 14 instruments.
He's not even 30. I think if he is 30, he's only 30.
Wow.
He's a musical genius. He did all these shows with me. I'm hearing him play. He's hearing me sing. I get a phone call from him. He's like, hey, I'm getting ready to put my album out. I want you to sing on my album. This is, I think, his 4th album. And I said, okay, what you want me to do? He says, like, you getting this, Rocky, you getting this tea, right? He says, I was listening and I think I want to do a remake of Sade, Kiss of Life. Will you do it?
This Najee gonna be on Najee album.
No. Blair,
but okay, but still.
Blair, you got to look at Blair is already he's already on the radio. He's
out here. Blair Prince Bryant.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm about to be stalking him too.
Just Google him. He's there. You'll find him.
Oh my God! Yes.
Song is done.
That's gonna be so pretty.
I have done a remake of Sade's Kiss of Life. It's already done.
I could just hear you. Yes. Wait a minute. So how was that? So did you have to do some? Because how is it that the song you're going to be able to sing? Like, do you have to adapt your voice sometimes? Do you have to do something a little extra with your vocal coach? Things like that. Because Sade is
when he first mentioned it to me, I was like, I ain't singing no Sade song. Like, same thing I said to Mike Powell when he told me to do I Just Want to Be Your Girl. I ain't singing no, and it like, okay, that's
you killed that.
It just happens like that. So even when I did the voice and they gave me Aretha Franklin, I'm like, I ain't singing over, like they always get, and I'm like, I ain't doing that, and I end up doing it. So he tells me the song, and I'm like, Blair, are you sure you want me to do Sade? He was like, yeah, I'm set. I want you to do it. He did the music, and of course, I had to team up with the Heat Miser.
Yes, come on! Shout out to the Heat Miser, Marcus Divine. Shout out to him.
And we went in and we laid it out.
Oh my God!
And it's beautiful.
Okay, can I just, Beth? Now you know where I'm about to go, Beth.
Rocky, it's beautiful.
Can I just get 3 seconds, Beth? Just 3 to 5 seconds.
What you want me singing?
A little bit.
Okay. So wait.
A little opening, just a little bit.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
Just about 3 seconds.
I'm gonna do like the people in church, giving out of the God. Wait, pray for my. Okay. Okay, here we go. There must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly led me to you. Look at the sky. It's the color of love. Okay, that was shaky.
But it sounded good. Yes, Trajay. I know, because I was impromptu. I know. Yeah, I was impromptu, but it still sounded. I like the way he was like, love. I like the way you just breathed it. Yes, girl.
But no, it came out beautiful.
I bet.
I'm excited for you. So that'll be out in April.
Ooh, okay. Blair Prince Bryant. We're gonna be looking.
And I think they call him Prince because he plays so many instruments.
Girl, I bet.
Incredible. He's incredible.
Child. Oh my God, that is awesome. I'm so excited.
I hope my little shaky singing didn't scare y'all off, but
please, girl, bye. That little shaky singing is still beating out more than half of them that's out. You sounded wonderful. Go ahead, child. Hey, you did well.
I'm so excited. It's beautiful. So
I am too.
One of my
April
2022 in April.
Oh my God, I love it. Exclusive.
Yeah, you got it exclusive.
Hey, I got exclusive. Wait a minute. So can I get the exclusive on what the album title is though? I know we still waiting. Have we decided on that yet?
On my album title?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So we still wrapping that up though? Do you think 2020?
I can tell you what the first single is.
Okay.
Because the first single off the album was Got Next.
Okay, yep.
The second single off the album, but the first single of 2022 is called Let Me Be.
Did I hear that one?
Yes, you did.
Let Me Be. Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh my memory. I feel like I've been in a time war because that was in the midst of the pandemic or the panorama, as some of us like to call it. So okay, let it be.
Let Me Be.
Let Me Be. Is that the one with Q?
No, that's not the one. I do have Q Parker on my album.
By the way, y'all, she got from 112, y'all. By the way, the V112, Q Parker from V112 is on her album, by the way.
Yes. When we get off the air, I will refresh your memory of what Let Me Be is.
Okay. Because I probably.
But then remember, you had to leave early, so you may or may not have heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was mad. I had to be a mama that night or something. A kid needed something or something. So while we speaking of 12, let's go into the let's check out the video right quick to the first single, Got Next, which is featuring Swifty McVeigh of the D12. So we got 112, we got Q Parker from 112 and Swifty McVeigh, Detroit's own.
Yes.
Of D12. Shout out to TT from the D, Teresa Credit. Shout out to her. I'm going to have her on the show. But Robin, if we can bring that up so we can, I like this. Beth, you was kind of giving some looks in the video though. Like you was smizing, like, I like the way you was looking at the camera and some shots. Y'all peep how she looking at the camera and some shots like, okay, I got something for you.
I got something for you. Y'all keep sleeping on me. I got something for you.
I know it. I love it. I love it though. So let's go into that right quick. Let's watch. This is Got Next. This is the first single off Beth's upcoming sophomore album, which which ain't gonna be. We claiming now it's gonna do better than the first album. We already claiming that.
Yes.
On her record label, Anise Record. So let's get into that.
Our time. Y'all had a chance to shine, and we'll be cutting y'all in front of that line. You either out or you riding. My homie right beside me with a hustling persona and a crown full of diamonds. Climbing these charts and you ain't stopping a profit. She staying on fire like the back of a damn rocket. Total control, cold as the North Pole, busting these flows. It's our time to blow, so just know
they may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next.
Yes. Oh, okay. Get the finger. I love it. I love the spiciness. I love it. See, because people see you and see this is what I love about you, Beth, because I know we both fire signs, and I know you can get spicy if need to. So I admire your poise a lot of times when I know you just want to punch somebody in the throat. Like, look, get it. And shout out to Swifty McVeigh with that Detroit Pistons jacket.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I love Swift, and I have had the most fun collaborating with him on that project and just developing a friendship and kinship with him. I love him. I love TT, and they're awesome. And I'm just so honored that he was on that project to just add that extra something that we just needed on it to spice it up. You know, I do try to remain a lady as much as possible. Everybody don't need to know your ratchet side. But every once in a while,
I know
I'm gonna show you a little something. But
that's how I want to ask you. Like, how is that? What has been most challenging for you at times with being an artist?
I think trying to pay for stuff. That's the honest answer.
Yeah.
The financing part of it, the money. That's the honest answer. That's the most challenging thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else falls into place, but most of the time, everything you need and things you have to do, it costs money. You may or may not even have it. And I think too, deciding the type of artist you want to be and the image you want to have and sticking with it, because I often change. You know, I may want to be one way this day and I may want to be another way the other day. And that doesn't always work for your fan base or for your public. So this was with me doing Got Next. That was it's far from east as west from free. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a different type of like, you know, people.
Yeah, because free was like, oh, la, 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 la. Got Next is like, yo, what's up? I mean, but I love that versatility though, as an artist. But you're right, sometimes fans, we don't adjust. I noticed.
They may not like it. They may
right. Yeah, they get used to a certain thing.
No,
yeah.
You know, and people may have been offended by me putting my finger up at the end. People might have been offended with all that. Let me tell you, listen, a real person, the churchiest of the church, and will cuss you out if you hit them on the wrong day at the wrong time about the right thing. So you have to, as an adult, be willing to express your truth.
Yes.
Enough. And that song was a feeling of mine. You know, I've been working at this a long time, and there's a lot of times people pass you by, or they don't give you a chance. They don't give you an opportunity. They don't even listen to you. They don't even try to listen to you. So that finger was for them. So if it applies to you, it's for you. If it don't apply to you, it ain't for you. And that's just how I feel. I'm
just saying, a hit dog hollers. Hit dogs holler. I'm just saying. If it don't apply, let it fly. And then this is my thing. I think we've just kind of gotten too politically correct at times. It's like we so safe. And it's like, come on now.
And I am one of those people that is
let safe. People live. We grown adults. Y'all all right? Y'all will be all right.
I'm safe when I'm safe for the majority of the time, but then there are times when I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna say what I feel. And that song was an expression for me to say how I feel. I feel like I got next, and if you ain't with it, that finger's for you. It's
exactly. Get left. Mm-hmm. So this, I wanted to ask you also, as a woman myself, who's in the industry, what is it like being a married woman? Because a lot of times you have to project a certain image. And what I did admire about you is that you never hid that you were married. Because a lot of times artists, it'll be 5-6 years they done been out here. You like, oh, she was married. Oh, he was married. I didn't even know they had kids. I mean, and I get people's right to protect their privacy, but I admire how your boo, Mr. Album Man, is out here. Shout out to him. He be rolling with his boo. I mean, he reminds me of my husband in a way, just supportive there, loving his boo. And, you know, so I just wonder how that is to have a partner and to be married as you navigate the industry.
Okay, so the honest answer is it wasn't always like that. It's been a journey and a process. And I think the business, the industry, initially, back in the day, they didn't want you to say you dated anybody.
Right. Yep.
And I came from that time where I didn't really want to talk about being married, but me not openly talking about my marriage caused a problem at home. And he felt some kind of way. And I think I would feel some kind of way possibly too. So we went through some things where we had to figure out what worked for us. And I'm like, I'm not eating. I mean, I'm eating because of him. So
right, and he's the one drying them tears and patting you on the back and being like, okay, boo, you got to get back out there. I know they made you mad, but you got to get back out there.
Yeah. And
so you got to, you know, we
had to have an honest talk. And the talk was, I'm a product and I am for sale. So you got to get that in your head that your wife is for sale within a, you know, there's some boundaries for sale. You really look at it. I'm selling myself to people. Yeah. And I hope that they buy. So you're going to have to understand that. You're going to have to support that. But then at the same time,
check the ego sometimes.
But at the same time, I need to be respectful and understand that I am for sale, but I have a husband and I have to set boundaries as well. And when you talk about that and you establish that in your relationship, we're fine now. Now, you know, somebody come up to me and talk to me, he like, go on, talk to them and they better buy a CD. You know, that's
right. Exactly.
As before, who is this guy coming up to you? And it's been an involvement with our relationship. We've been married 21 years.
Amen,
So,
Jesus.
you know what I'm saying? At this point in time, it's like, okay, we good. And there's no, who he looking at, who she looking at.
Right. There's an understanding. Now,
Yeah,
and my husband and I will celebrate 20 years in September. And you have to, which I loved y'all pictures, by the way, last year. Those
Thank you.
Yes, giving me all types of stuff. Yes. But
funny doing those pictures. Yeah.
Girl, but they look great. They look great. So but the relationship has to mature. It has to mature, and you have to have those uncomfortable conversations at times.
Yes.
Especially if we, one of us might be going at a faster pace or something than the other. And I need you to stand there and hold it down for me, because I will hold it down for you. So yeah. So what would and then we're gonna move into the book, by the way. We're gonna move into the book in a little bit.
I was so slow sending that to you. I'm so sorry.
Good thing it was a children's book, because it only took me like 7 minutes to read it. It was good.
Because if it took me longer than that, I was gonna be worried.
Girl, I'm glad that it was a children's book, because other books I begin, I'll be like, oh Lord, 280 pages. Okay, let me browse. But before we get to the book, what would you be doing, Beth, if you weren't a singer?
A couple things. I probably would have been in corporate America, corporate attorney. Yeah, definitely seeing myself in a suit and running a business. Definitely that. So either that or married to a very rich man with a bunch of children and a nanny.
Right, either or.
Yes,
I love it. Both scenarios. I love it. Okay.
But I chose to be a singer.
Because you did go to school. You got your degree. You got a degree. Yeah, but yeah.
And I worked in corporate America for a minute, and I loved it. I really did love it. When I dedicate my time to a task or to something, I do it. And I did corporate America, and it was my husband told me, he says, why are you doing this? You sing. And I was like, well, I love my job. And, and he was like, stop going away. And my husband literally took me off my job and it told me to pursue my singing. And that's why I'm able to do what I do. And I have to thank my husband for that, because he handles everything. So he tells me I can sit up and look cute all day and take pictures for Instagram. That's what he won't call it. That's bad, whatever. But he makes sure that I can do what I can do. If I had to work a traditional job, I wouldn't be able to go when Najee calls. I wouldn't be able to go when Kim calls, because we have a tour coming up. I wouldn't be able to take off all that time and be gone. So I have to thank my that he
or do The Voice, or be on NBC's The Voice.
Oh my God, I was gone a long time.
Right.
A lot of people on that show had to quit their jobs so that they could do the show. So I have to give kudos to my husband and tell him thank you so very much for laying a stable foundation for me where I don't have to think about anything. He handles it, and then I can do that.
Shout out to the husbands, though, for real. Just shout out to the husbands. Shout out to my boo Ben, because but that's part of marriage too. When they see that in you, and even us as wives, you see something in your mate, your husband, you push them to be like, look, okay, go ahead. You wasting time on this other stuff. Let's do it. I know it's gonna be hard, but we're gonna do it together. Let's make that sacrifice. It's about the sacrifices.
And if you don't support your spouse in the things that they love, they're not gonna ever really be happy. So that's another thing. If you require them to be the way you want them to be, then you might have a problem. You got to let him do his thing. You got to let her do her thing. And we had to get there. So, it's a process. It's a process. So moving on to your latest title, author, I Am Beautiful Inside and Out. So you and Tristan Chase Irvin. Yes.
All right. So this is, of course, is a nice little inspirational moment. And I love butterflies, by the way. I love what they represent. I love butterflies, by the way. I had to wear my little butterfly earrings and necklace, but I love the book, by the way. Thank you.
So let me tell you who Tristan is.
Okay.
That's my grandson.
I was gonna ask, huh?
That's my grandson.
Oh, how old is he?
He's 7. He just turned 7.
Okay. All these kids out here writing books and stuff at 7 years old. Okay, go on, Tristan, building legacies.
Listen, I'm Mimi. Mimi put his name on that book. I said, you're going to have something with your name on it. And
I know that's right.
He looked at the book. He said, Mimi, why my name not in the story? I said, it will be. I said, but what the process for
He wasn't enough that he was on the cover. He like, look, I need to see myself up in here.
Mimi, why isn't the story about basketball? And I said, boy, sit down. So I'm his Mimi. And I told him, I said, you are going to, when you have show and tell at school, you're going to bring something with your name on it.
I know that's right.
So
Amen.
I'm starting to build a legacy for him, whether he knows it or not.
Or not, exactly.
He's on
because I'm sure the teacher was like, "Oh, okay, he bringing a book."
I don't even know if he took the book to school.
But still, it just when he's older, he'll be able to say like, "I was an author at the age of 7." Mm-hmm. That's something on the first date to like look. Look. So talk about the idea. Like, what made you decide to do a children's book?
Well, I teamed up with Hendrix, and I wanted a story that kind of mirrored me. The caterpillar, and that's why I named the caterpillar Beth. That was me at one time in my life, where I felt.
That's been all of us, honey. Right.
You know, I felt ugly. I didn't feel like I was good enough. I was teased. I'd go home, tell mama. She said, "Don't pay them kids no attention." And then eventually I learned myself, I grew into myself, and I am where I am today. And I feel like a beautiful butterfly. I feel like I can fly. I feel like all of those things that I want to do and be, I'm either doing or I'm on my way there.
Yeah.
So the story is almost like me. And then at the same time, we released it in October, which is anti-bullying month, because you keep hearing on the news about these kids that are teased, bullies, they bringing guns to school, they kill, like something's going on.
Committing suicide.
You know, and all of that stuff. So something is happening with these children. Part of it is the social media. You know, we really can't control that, not unless you just keep them totally off of it. But kids need to be affirmed and reassured as children so that they can grow up to be healthy, productive adults. And if you don't catch it while they're young, man, it just grows into this whole thing. You know, even with me talking to Tristan, he comes over every weekend, and I still love on him, kiss him and hug him. He's like my baby because I never had children. So he's my stepdaughter's son. And he's like the baby I never had. I saw him be born, you know, and I tell him all the time, he goes, "Why do you keep calling me, you know, your baby?" I said, "You're the baby I never had. You're my baby." He understands it. And I love on him, and I tell him he's handsome, and I tell him he's smart, and I tell him to be nice, and I tell him to be kind. And I ask him, "What's going on in school? Do you know your teacher? Do you talk to your teacher? Does anybody bother you?" Little conversations like that need to be had with children when they're very young, so they have some type of foundation and some wherewithal to look for help or to know when things that are not right are happening to them.
Absolutely. So it's available on
BethAlwaysSings.com.
Okay, you might need to have we thought about trying to get this into some schools, or we?
Yeah, we've already started that. I've done some virtual virtual reads, and we'll probably do some more. And I that's the first of a series of books. So there's another couple books coming.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be Beth, the butterfly is going to be.
He's going to have some adventures, just like Beth the singer. Beth the woman. Yes. There will be some, what my man say, extravaganzas. And
yes. So I love it.
Butterfly's going to be doing some stuff, but she's going to have some things that are life lessons. She's going to have some adventures. She's going to help some other little insects and things like that. So it'll be fun.
I love it. The little animals and stuff. I love it. So I want to shift back a little bit and talk more about the album.
Okay.
And how it's different from Free. Because it's definitely an evolution, even though, it's been like 5 years since the first one. So definitely, I'm sure you've grown quite a bit. Talk about how, that transition from then to now.
First of all, Rocky, I had no intention of waiting that long to do a second album. The first one came out in 2017, and then we worked it in 2018. But then in 2018, I auditioned for The Voice, and that's when that started. So I lost that year, and then went on The Voice in 2019 because it actually aired. And then I worked that whole summer, and then we have 2020, which nobody did anything, and then 2021. So you see what I'm saying? That's how the time. So let me say that's the time span that we didn't intend to be that long, but I'm glad it was, because I had time to evolve as a singer, to learn more about me and learn more about my voice and really the music that I wanted to do. On the first album, we had Cordell Walton that oversaw the entire album. He did an incredible job. I met Cordell on the road in 2015 when we did the Charlie Wilson, Joe, and Kim tour. I met him there. We came back home and worked on that album. It came out in 2017. There was a producer on my first album who did one song, and that was Marcus Divine. He did Love Hurts. He just did one song on that album. And he did an incredible job. And that song outperformed all the other songs, like on Spotify, actually. Into 100,000 streams, like crazy. Yeah. So when we got ready to do the second album, my husband was like, I want Marcus to do this album. And I said, wow. So I went to Marcus and I said, okay, you did one song on the first album, but I really want you to do the second album. We may not have some other producers on there, because Cordell did 4 songs on this new album. We have Kenny Flav that did 1. And actually the single Let Me Be is Kenny Flav's song. Okay. And Marcus did the rest of the songs. I think it's 12 songs on the album. And I told Marcus, I said, I'm going to trust you. And I want you to help me develop my sound and my feel. And I want you to produce me. And that's what he did. And that's the growth and the evolution and the change and a little bit more spiciness, because I'm letting a little bit more spice come out. And so I had a great time recording the album. I had a great time writing on the album. I had a great time recording it. Like I grew up. And in fact, Rocky, we talking about the third album already.
Oh, okay. Bring it, because we're going to have to catch up, because Corona slowed us down.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
So, but so we're already looking as to what we want to do for the third album. But with this second album, there was so much that I wanted to talk about and sing about and write about. And I did the best that I could to get it out in 12 songs. And then we'll get the rest out in album number 3. But I'm so excited for you.
And I love it's on your and I love that it's on Anise Records, on your own record label. That's important piece too, though.
Yes, it is.
How you have that creative control.
I do, and I have creative control, but as an artist, so one thing owning the label, but then there's another hat that you wear as an artist, and as an artist, I have to step back. I don't necessarily have that much creative control. I have given the creative control to Marcus. Okay. Because what happens is, and Mike Powell taught me this, I can say whether I like something or not.
By the way, I'm sorry, Michael J. Powell from in the Baker fame. Let's
from Chapter 8. Yeah. So Mike told me, he says, a true artist who is produced allows the producer to produce them. A lot of times a singer will come in and the producer will say, sing this. Well, I don't sing like that. I don't want to be like this. Well, this is how my voice does. This is how I want to do it. And I want something to be like this. Okay. I did go into the studio like that in the beginning. And then
Leo was coming out, wasn't it? That Leo.
And a lot of it is nervousness, because you're very vulnerable, and that's your protective wall going up, Yeah. And then I had to say, okay, Marcus, what am I supposed to do? And so now when he says, do this, and this is how you do it, I have to trust him. So in doing that, it has allowed me to discover a whole nother side of my voice, just everything. And I'm just like, whoa, because you have to realize I only hear what I think I hear. He hears something totally different.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
He did an incredible job on this album. I'm so proud of it. And I'm so thankful that he, out of his busy schedule, he took time to work with me, because this was a whole project. Everybody knows him, and everybody's calling him, and his phone is always ringing.
I know.
He's done an incredible job on my album. So I don't know if he's watching, but Marcus, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him back too. I'm gonna have him back too. So I do want to show Free toward the end. We're gonna close out with Free, because I think people do need to hear a little bit of Free. It's just so beautiful. That song is just like, it's like Mary J's Be Happy. You know, it's like that song or My Life. It's just like one of them songs where like it really resonates with people who, you know, we just want peace. We just want to be able to live our life's desires and have people see the value in us, know that we know we got the value. But at other times, letting other people know, I know the value in me and how far I've come. So one last question, Beth. And again, I appreciate you and love you always. I know we gotta wrap up. I know we can stay on afterwards and talk.
Right, we can talk.
We gotta wrap it up for the show's sake. I want to ask, what's on your bucket list? Like, is there something you want to do? Is there an artist or producer you want to work? I mean, you could probably work with anyone you want to since you are from Motown. I'm sure ain't nobody like not answering your phone calls if you. I don't see why.
Listen. There's so much I want to do. Right.
Daughter of a funk brother here. Come on now.
So Rocky, thank you for that compliment.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know, there's so much I want to do, but some of the main things that I want to do, I want to star in a movie. I want to also do the soundtrack for the movie.
Oh yeah.
So I want to do more acting. So more acting, soundtracks, more movie, my music placed in more movies. I want to do that. I want to do several more projects and collabs. And I don't really have specific people that I want to work with. If you call me, you have good music, I would love to collaborate with you. Just like Blair reached out. That was a great idea to do the Sade song. And I'm so excited about doing that. And I think I eventually in the future, I really want to put another artist out. I want to put somebody out. I want to mentor them and teach them what I've learned and going through that. And last but not least, two things. I want to headline a tour. And I would like to just be added to a tour. You know, and I'll probably be added to a tour before I headline. You know, you got to crawl before you walk. But I definitely want to be added to a tour. So those are the things that I want to do, and I'm speaking them, and I'm saying them, and I'm believing them.
I mean, because you're working with legends now, Najee, and then you're about to be working with Peabo Bryson.
Yes,
and then let's talk about that a little bit. That we're gonna wrap it again. It's gonna be at Adiamo's out in Sterling Heights.
Show place or and that's in Warren on 14 Mile. The tickets are on sale. And it is Saturday, February the 12th.
My mommy's birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. I will be there with the band and I will be opening the show. And I'm so excited to be there and to work with people. That's going to be incredible. And then after that, the beginning of April, if I may have the dates off by, I'm going on tour with Kim. And so it'll be Kim and Babyface. And so we have, right. So we have coming up. So I'll be gone, the work schedule will start in March around that time. So, I'll be out, and then the summertime, there's stuff lined up for the summer that is just too far in advance to even talk about. So, I'm excited.
Oh my God, me too. My face just.
And then the album will be out my album will be out in June. So I can tell you that the album will be out in June. I don't have an exact date, but the album will be out in June. But in March 22nd is the release of the single "Let Me Be," and it's going to be on pre-sale. And what we're going to do is there's going to be a couple songs that you can listen to from the album. You save it, lock it in, and all that kind of stuff. So that's March 22nd. So those of you that have supported me, thank you so much. Those news people that are seeing me for the first time, please, I appreciate you. Come on board, come join the Beth party.
Yes. And follow you at Beth Always Sings.
Yes, on Instagram and Twitter, and then I'm on Facebook, Beth. And Rocky, again, thank you. I appreciate you so much. You one of my day ones. You've been there from the beginning. I remember when I first put something out. Rocky, can you listen to my music? And I appreciate, and you did. And you've always been there. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Absolutely. And, I want to go back to earlier what you said about relationships. Relationships are currency. They mean so much. Just with me being in media, that's one lesson that I have learned, that relationships are currency. It's about who respects you, how you respect yourself, how you relate to people, how you connect with people. And all it takes is just that one person to say, hey, I got an opportunity. Come join me. Let's work together. Let's collaborate. So I already in my head, since your album is coming out in June, I'm already thinking about you can come back for the anniversary show. We just gonna need to I'm already trying to plan. Please, Jesus, if Corona cooperates, I want to plan like a 5th anniversary show. So we're gonna have to see if you can come and perform at that or something. I know we'll have to see. I'll talk to Ron if I need to get the dates worked out. But I would love to
Ron, because I appreciate him so much. My management, Courtney Benjamin.
Yes.
TT is my assistant, Keena.
Yep, I think she's on our Hey TT.
Island, yes. And Ron has come aboard. He's our newest Anise Records personnel. I appreciate him. He handles my calendar, even things that don't have to do with music. He puts it on the calendar and he keeps me there. We talk all the time. He's like, you got to do this at 2:00. You got to do this at 4. Ron, I love you. Thank you so very much. And Ron met me years ago when I was working with Anita Baker.
Oh, wow.
Connected then, and he has watched my career grow and develop, and now he is helping me and working with me. And Ron, I just appreciate you. I appreciate my entire team, my husband, my producers, Marcus Divine, Cordell Walton, Kenny Flav from the Flavor Unit, who got the first single coming off the album. Did I say Lola Face, that does my security, Wanda, who handles my merch, and just everybody. Thank you guys so much. The band, everybody. I am the sum of many parts, and I thank each and every one of them for rocking with me.
Thank God for the team, for sure.
Yeah, but I hope I didn't forget anybody. I hope I didn't, but I don't think I did. But okay.
Okay, well, hope not. Blame her head, not her heart, y'all.
Yeah, that's my head, not my heart.
She'll buy you lunch. She'll buy you some lunch.
Montez is a day one too. She's been rocking with me, and
ain't she though?
Pictures and everything. So Montez, she part of Team Beth too. So thank you.
Shout out to Montez Miller. Love her. Love y'all. So if we can, I know we a little bit over, Robin. Can we close out with Free? And once again, thank you, Beth. Make sure you all follow Beth Always Sings. She's going to be at Adiamos in February with the People Bryson album coming up in June. So looking forward to that, Beth. And we're going to close out. This is the first single off her debut album, and it's Free. And once again, thanks again, Beth.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Every day I look in the mirror looking back at me. I say a girl so full of life, she just wants to be happy. I've been through some things, been through the storm and rain, and I know I just gotta release it. Time can heal a wound, time can heal the pain, but will I be whole again? I just wanna be free. But I never gave up on me. Learned how to guard my heart, love and still think smart, 'cause hurt you can't foresee. Now I know that I'll go on and be okay. All these memories, part of my history. I can't be stuck in yesterday. I wanna be free. I want my dreams that were stolen and washed away, but never showed up on this show. I'm breaking the bondage that was built here. I'm moving on, create a new life.
That's my favorite right there. That's
So,
my
Rocky,
favorite.
you want to hear a story?
Right quick, yes.
You know how you're talking about like how adjusting to your spouse and everything. When we shot that video originally, I had on some black pants. That's actually a shirt I had on. And the video guy and my hair and makeup people, they was like, "Why you got the pants on?" I was like, "Well, you know, my legs, my husband's not gonna want to, you know, and all this kind of stuff." And they was like, "We'll be right back." And they came back and talked. They said, "She gotta take the pants off. That don't look right."
Did they go and talk to him? They went and talked to. Yeah, we had a conference. Can we meet?
Because I didn't, you know, because that was literally a shirt. And they was like, they looked at me through the camera. They said, "That don't look right with the pants. You gotta we need your legs."
Right.
And it came out so much better.
Yes.
And he looked at it. He was like, "That's beautiful, baby."
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Those are one of the things where we had to have a meeting. So
it was classy. It was classy. Yeah. Sometimes I'm a bend to you, hubby, and sometimes you got to bend to me. So I love it. Well, thanks again.
You don't be walking around with no shirt on.
Well, but it was cute. It came out fine.
No, it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah. And free, that goes with the theme of the song. Free.
Yes.
A dress. Flowing free, showing them long, beautiful legs, but still it was elegant. It was classy, wasn't trash.
Yeah.
Right. So, right. Mr. Album Man, you get the real
he okay now.
Good. I love it. Well, thank you again, Beth. Thank you everyone for tuning in, watching Rocky's Reality. Beth, I will see you soon. Just of course, keep me posted. You got my number, I got yours, and I know we will definitely be in touch. So love you much and wish you much continued success. And one day we're gonna be at the Grammys together.
Yes,
I'm a claim.
I got nominated last year. So
yes, congratulations! Right, I forgot to mention that.
It's okay. It was a collaboration project. We got nominated for categories, but the thing is I got nominated. So
that was your first Grammy nomination.
Yes.
We're gonna claim
4 categories, 4 nominations.
I love it.
First time.
Exactly.
So now I can move it up. Yeah, I'm excited.
Exactly. So Grammy nominated. I'm y'all. Okay. So y'all follow Beth Always Sings. And Beth, again, thank you so much and take care. I will be in touch with you and can't wait to hear about everything coming in the future. Please keep me posted.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching Rocky's Reality. Y'all have a good night. We will see you February 13th. Oh no, 17th, February 17th.